For decades, we've been listening to Australians talking about climate change and saying that there's nothing that they can do. And the arguments go that we're a small country, small population, doesn't matter what we do on a global scale, our contribution is relatively minor, and nothing that we can do will make a difference. And the problem is this is sort of simply untrue. The other thing that I find fascinating when I talk to people is that they don't really appreciate the benefits that green space, and particularly treed green space, provides. So you all know about lower heatwave mortalities, but do you know about lower crime rates? Many people will tell you that if you've got lots of trees, well, people can hide behind them and the crime rate will go up. But the actual data is the opposite to that. You get quicker recoveries from hospitals where you've got green open space and treed open space. You get reduced social disadvantage, higher human resilience under stress, which has really come to the fore during this COVID crisis. Then you get longer lifespans, believe it or not, higher average birth weights for babies. You get better learning outcomes for students. Fewer prescription medicines are prescribed for areas which have high green space and more trees. And of course, you've got lower rates of self-harm. These are things for which there are very significant research data, very many publications. And yet when you talk to the ordinary person, they have no idea that these are the benefits that just having trees and green space where you live makes to their lives. So as a consequence of this, we underestimate how important these things are. So what we've got to do, ultimately, from our perspective in TREENET, is to pursue more trees, greater canopy cover, and defend the canopy cover that we currently have. They do it in other parts of the world. In Victoria, for example, you will find no trees like this close to power lines. They can do it throughout America. They can do it throughout Europe. Why can't we do it here? It's not because of safety issues. It's because of a mindset that says the hard infrastructure is more important than the green infrastructure. More green space and tree cover is the simplest and most effective and most cost-efficient way of reducing city temperatures. Heat waves are the biggest natural killers, natural disaster killers of people, and the easiest, least costly, most efficient way of countering heat wave related illnesses and deaths is simply through canopy cover. It's a no-brainer, and we've got to make sure that everybody understands that you don't remove trees without a significant cost. The key to coping with climate change in the future is going to be about vegetation, the integration of green infrastructure with the hard infrastructure. But if we don't make the most of it, future generations are rightly going to hold us to account.